So there are two groups, I guess, that are really going to have to rethink their strategies going forward and their models going forward. One are the pollsters, who I'm sure people have been talking about. The other is Democratic contributors, because they sunk money into Kentucky, into South Carolina, into a host of other races, and they came up short in pretty much all of them. And so there's a real question about how much money gets you in politics, how wisely it was spent. So I think Democratic contributors, donors, strategists, they're going to have some long, hard conversations in the coming months. What did they do wrong with all that money?
And what about the ability to persevere of the Democratic leadership? I mean, does this call into question the leadership of Pelosi, the leadership of Schumer, and others throughout the party, because they just didn't get it done?
I think Senator Schumer is probably safe for now. The House question is more interesting because while the House majority shrank, it also moved to the left, because the Democrats that lost are the centrists. So the progressive bloc of the Democratic Party in the House is actually stronger on a percentage basis than it had been. It's not a great bench for Democrats in the House leadership. Their leaders are all well into their 70s. There's no clear succession path for Pelosi. I think they're going to think over the next few weeks about how to get some younger members in, maybe to transition to a post-Pelosi world. I don't know that they can get there right now. I suspect this will be Speaker Pelosi's last term as Speaker, and as Democrats try and figure out who's next.
Very, very interesting, because as you point out, I guess the second in command on the Democratic side is Steny Hoyer, and I don't know his age offhand, but I suspect he's certainly in his upper 60s, maybe into his 70s. He's been around a long time, from Maryland. All right, let's go to the question of stimulus. If it is a bit of a log-jammed Congress, what are the odds that there's a stimulus before this Congress goes home, i.e. January?
Yeah, I think before they go home, before the holidays, I think it's pretty low. I think Leader McConnell has talked about January and getting a stimulus bill through the Senate. And when you think about what his priorities are as leader and managing the floor time, especially if Mr. Trump loses, and that's obviously still to be determined, but let's for a second say that he does, then I think Leader McConnell wants to get as many judicial nominations and other positions finished before the Trump administration runs out, and then pivot in January to a stimulus bill. So I am skeptical on a November-December bill. I'm much more positive on a January bill.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.